talk about why I believe Chicago Bears head coach Matt Nagy has the most pressure out of anybody in the entire Bears organization going into this 2021 NFL season. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, make sure to hit that big red subscribe button down below. Make sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. And guys, make sure to hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. Let's get into it. All right, so I was thinking about this the other day, and it dawned on me, all right, that Matt Nagy, going into this 2021 NFL season, is going to be under some serious pressure, probably the most pressure out of anybody in the entire Bears organization. Now, why do I say that? A couple of reasons, okay? First and foremost, we all think and or believe that Ryan Pace and Matt Nagy are on the hot seat, right? Now, again, I've talked about how maybe the McCaskies have given them under-the-table deals that we don't know about, and they've gotten extensions. But for the most part, that has not been publicly reported. And Matt Nagy is going into, I believe, second to last year of his deal. Ryan Pace last year of his deal. And so they are under immense pressure just based off of that. And they could be on the hot seat because of that. Well, why am I specifically calling out Matt Nagy and not Ryan Pace? Because of this reason. Prior to the draft, the Bears fans, everybody that I knew in terms of, being able to look forward to this season had no hope. All right, no hope at all. All right, we had signed Andy Dalton, nothing crazy in free agency. You cut Kyle Fuller. Like, it was just bad all around. And there was no hope in this season, whether or not you were even going to be competitive and win a lot of games. They might still not win a lot of games because the schedule is brutal. If you don't believe me, go look at it. But prior to the draft, there was nothing to be excited about with the Bears, all right? Then the draft comes, all right? And the Bears, and specifically Ryan Pace, knock it out of the park. I'm talking about the best draft out of anybody in the NFL. Folks, there are 32 teams. The Bears were ranked consistently as the best team in terms of the team that had the best draft. All right? Grades all across the board. You can look it up on various sites. A+ for the Chicago Bears. They nailed this draft out of the park, okay? Mainly because of, obviously, them trading up and drafting quarterback Justin Fields. And Justin Fields changed everything because he gave what we didn't have prior to the draft, which was hope. All right. We don't know how Justin Fields is going to be, but prior to the draft, we didn't have any hope. Now we have hope that we have a potential franchise quarterback. Now, we don't know if he's going to start the season or if he's going to sit, but at least we have hope that there is somebody there that could be that franchise quarterback. Okay. And then we also drafted a bunch of other players, offensive linemen, Tevin Jenkins, Larry Borum, Daz Newsome, receiver, guys like that. Basically, what I'm trying to say is the draft comes and now we finally have hope. Well, got to give a lot of that credit to Ryan Pace as the general manager, right? Being able to be the guy who does the drafting. I'm sure Matt Nagy had his input and whatnot. I'm not saying he didn't, but for the most part, you got to give credit to Ryan Pace there. Just like if the Bears win a game, and you give the credit to Matt Nagy because you drew up amazing plays, had a great game plan, you don't give that credit to Ryan Pace, right? So that credit goes to Ryan Pace. And so for that reason, I believe Ryan Pace did what he was supposed to do as the general manager, which is have a great draft. Free agency was okay, but the draft nailed it. Now going into this season, Matt Nagy needs to be able to showcase exactly what we needed Ryan Pace to showcase, all right? Ryan Pace did his part in the draft. I need Matt Nagy to do the same thing here. Because here's the thing. There's no more excuses. You can't hide behind Mitch. You can't hide behind Nick Foles. Now you have Andy Dalton, who, again, I'm sure he had an input on signing Andy Dalton. But now you have your quarterback that you were there when he was drafted. You weren't there when Mitchell Trubisky was drafted. And more so, you are the guy that's responsible for when Justin Fields is going to see the field. You're the guy. If you screw this up, you have screwed everything up. Right? Think about it. He is the guy who decides when Justin Fields plays. That's a big responsibility. So if Matt Nagy does not know or does not understand or messes up, brings Justin Fields in too early or waits too long or doesn't do it at the right time, he could potentially screw everything up, including the future of the Chicago Bears. So that is why I say he's got that pressure. And another reason why is because I told you, Nagy was brought in to be an offensive guru, an offensive genius. His offenses have not been that. Go look at the numbers. I'm not lying, okay? And again, the first argument is you had bad quarterback play. I got it. Well, going into this season, if you have a supposed upgraded Andy Dalton, well, then you should be better. And now with Justin Fields, if your offense doesn't improve with Justin Fields, then I'm sorry, that's a problem. So to me, all of those things combined, Ryan Pace nailing the draft, you drafting Justin Fields and deciding when he plays, when he doesn't, you having, Andy Dalton there, now it's all on Matt Nagy to make it work. We better see a competent offense. I'm not even saying it needs to be elite, but can we see a competent offense? I don't want to hide behind the excuses of Mitchell Trubisky anymore or Nick Foles anymore, right? I don't want that. I want Matt Nagy to show me that he is an elite offensive coach. And I believe Matt Nagy can coach. I never said he can't, but he gets in his way too many damn times. And when it could be so simple, he screws it up. That's why he had to give up play calling last season, because he was making it overly complicated. But I need Matt Nagy to prove it that he can be elite offensively. I believe the pressure's on him. Do you guys believe the pressure's on Matt Nagy? And if he does not perform this year, then look, folks, I know you got the Justin Fields card, and you can always pull that. But again, if you are not able to make it work with Justin Fields, they might just find a guy who can make it work with them. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below if you agree or disagree. As always, thanks for watching.